Good evening, everyone. I am Jacqueline Mathias, and I am the Executive Director of the Community Foundation of Carroll County, and I am so excited to welcome you all here tonight for our 2025 We Are Carroll Awards. This is the Community Foundation's time that we have the opportunity to honor those who have passion for our community, dedication to service, and most importantly, a vision for the future. The Community Foundation celebrated our 30th year last year, and this event is our 17th, formerly known as the Philanthropist of the Year. And this year, I love the time change. If you all didn't know, it used to be at 7:30 in the morning. Anyone here know me? Jackie doesn't do 7:30 in any morning. So I'm so happy that we have rebranded it into this wonderful event and that we have so many people here with us tonight to celebrate. It has been our focus for years to be able to bring an event to you that really talks about the heart of We Are Carroll. We Are Carroll, the Community Foundation, is where generosity meets impact. Together, we all make Carroll County stronger. You will hear 4 awards tonight and a new award, 4 awards for our funds. We call our funds programs and scholarships, and 1 new award this year to a Philanthropist of the Year, honoring our name change. This year, we tried to focus on inspiring growth. We want to tell our story by partnering with all you wonderful nonprofits out there so we can let the county know that we're here and what we're doing. We're exploring ways that we can provide nonprofit support and that we've added services, not only through education, but networking and guidance. Tonight, you will hear how these others inspire us, inspire Carroll County, and continue to work towards an amazing mission. And I am so excited for you guys to hear about these amazing funds and our Philanthropist of the Year. The good thing is, you all don't have to listen to me. I get to introduce our favorite MC and welcome him back, Mr. John Wheatman. I am so happy to have John back. Not only is John a wonderful MC, he is no stranger to this event. His daughter Carly won at 7:30 in the morning. Right? 7:30.
I was there. It was
Yes.
it was a wonderful breakfast, and if you know me, you know John doesn't do 7:30 in the morning. So.
This is why John and Jackie make an amazing team,
Yeah.
let me tell you. Let me tell you a little bit about John. John is an attorney specializing in business law and estate planning. He has the passion for enriching lives of entrepreneurs and making their business better. He also serves as the chief legal officer for the Infinity Women's Golf Tour, an exciting new women's professional sports startup. How cool is that? And my heart, anybody knows, my heart is in the sports world. So John and I love this, right? We said it's game time. It's game time.
It is going to be game time.
In John's spare time, he enjoys playing hockey. He is a goaltender. And he is the coach for University of Maryland hockey team. Thank you all, and welcome, John Wheatman.
Well, Jackie, thank you so much for inviting me back. I mean, it is truly an honor to be part of this event this evening, and what a wonderful evening that we have planned here. And we might as well just jump right into it. So, as with any event like this, it takes so many moving parts and pieces to make it happen that we're going to start with some thank yous, and we got a lot of thank yous this evening to do. So, let's just jump right in with thanks to our board of directors of the Carroll Community Foundation. So, any good nonprofit does not operate without its board of directors. So we also have what's very important, the Audrey Simino Legacy Fund. And it's very important to note that donations to the We Are Carroll Awards are directed to the Audrey Simino Legacy Fund. It was established in 2021 to ensure the sustainability of the Community Foundation. It's named for our founder who led this foundation from 1994 to 2020. It was Audrey Simino's vision that brought forth the Community Foundation concept to Carroll County. A gift to the Legacy Fund is truly a gift that keeps on giving. Each donation ensures the ongoing operations of the Carroll Community Foundation and provides a strong foundation needed to build, grow, and ensure the legacy of hundreds And I'm going to pause on that word, not ones or tens, but hundreds of Carroll County nonprofit organizations and scholarships. Also clearly necessary to sustain not only this evening but the fun are the sponsors. And we have, as most organizations do, levels of sponsors. And we're going to start with our top level evergreen sponsors. So, as I mentioned, it really is truly an honor to be with you here tonight, and we're celebrating the Community Foundation of Carroll County and the 2025 We Are Carroll Award winners. We know that each and every program and fund and scholarship that's part of the Community Foundation makes a difference right here in our community, and not just here, but abroad and outside the community, but specifically here in Carroll. But tonight we're celebrating the excellence, the absolute excellence that goes into the outstanding achievements, generosity, and longevity of the charitable activities we have going on here in Carroll. So this class of 2025 All-Stars, they're caring, they're resilient, frankly, they're unstoppable, they're legendary, and they are giving. I can't wait for you to hear all we have for this evening. So I'm excited to bring you tonight's program. So tonight, you're going to be entertained. You're in all likelihood going to be moved to tears. I know that I certainly will be. You're going to leave here tonight with a full heart, hope for the future, and together we're going to learn how much and how often these organizations and individuals continue to grow, inspire, and plant seeds for our future. So we are mixing things up a little bit this year. It's going to be a little different than what we've done in the past. We have what we think is a very special show planned. So thanks to the Carroll County Awards planning team and volunteers for all their hard work. So one more set of thank yous here because they're very, very necessary. I want to thank Sharon Tillman, Diane Jones, Tina Miller, Sue Shorp-Sterling, Tamara Medeiros, plus Serenity and Soul for the stage decorations, and everyone who helped behind the scenes. It's impossible to mention everybody, but if you helped, you know you did, and thank you very, very much. One more round of applause, please. So, one of the special things we have planned this evening is that you're going to hear the world premiere. How often do you get to be at a world premiere? We are at a world premiere. So how fun is that? You're going to hear the new Community Foundation of Carroll County's theme song, We Are Carroll. In fact, you're going to hear it 4 times. You're going to hear 4 very different renditions by 4 different community members that have put their own touch on this song. I haven't even heard them yet, and I can't wait. Jackie mentioned to me earlier that she cried when she heard it. I haven't heard it. I've shared with a few people in a moment of vulnerability that I'm one of those guys that cries at the movies. So you may see Jackie and I crying up here together. I don't know. I can't promise you that you won't. But I personally am very much looking forward to hearing the renditions of this song. Now, the words and the music were written by Diane Jones. She was the 2023 Living Legacy Award winner. And she was inspired by the great conversations happening around the planning meetings and all the great works by past and current award winners. So let's look forward to that. In fact, we're going to get started right now with our first rendition of We Are Carroll, written by Diane Jones and performed by the Children's Chorus of Carroll County. All right, there's one of 4. That's pretty amazing stuff there. I cannot wait to hear the rest. So Let's get ready for our first award. Let's kind of dive right into it. So our first award is the Rising Star Award, and we're excited to present the Rising Star Award for 2025. This award is sort of like the Rookie of the Year award, and so the criteria is that this award winner has to be within its first 2 years of having established their program within the Carroll Community Foundation, and it has to be making significant impact and contributions to the community within the parameters of their intended mission, and it's gone above and beyond all the early expectations. So to present the 2025 Rising Star of the Year Award is Kathy Barna, Volunteer Manager for Bridging Life. Let's welcome Kathy to the stage.
Thank you. It is truly an honor and a privilege to represent Bridging Life Hospice and Carroll Hospital as we celebrate this year's Community Foundation of Carroll County's Rising Star, My Caring Paws. As John said, my name is Kathy Barna, and I'm the Volunteer Manager for Bridging Life Hospice and Palliative Care. And I have the joy of connecting hospice patients with these incredible volunteers and their pets who bring extra smiles and love. Honestly, my favorite moment is when the dogs visit and I get to offer them treats. I'm not sure who enjoys those visits more, the patients or the staff. When Georgianne asked me to introduce My Caring Paws tonight, I happily agreed. And then because she knows I love to talk a lot, she informed me that I had a minute and a half. But you know, even with more time, I would never be fully able to express my admiration for these compassionate people and their four-legged partners who make up this organization. We all know how petting a dog or cat can calm us after a tough day, offering unconditional love and peace. That's exactly what My Caring Paws does. They bring their trained pets into the community to offer comfort to those in need. The story of My Caring Paws is remarkable. When their previous organization suddenly left Maryland, these dedicated volunteers didn't hesitate. They jumped right into action, and thankfully, with the financial support and the nonprofit status from the Community Foundation of Carroll County, they launched My Caring Paws in just 1 month. Did you hear that? Just 1 month. And today, they visit Carroll Hospital, the Cancer Center, pediatrics, the ER, hospice patients, assisted living, nursing homes, libraries, even the college campuses to ease freshman nerves and test anxiety. They also go to the courthouse and comfort children testifying at court. But this year's Rising Star does infinitely more than that. So without further ado, it is my honor and my privilege to introduce to you the co-founders of My Caring Paws, Georgianne Trumer, Debbie McJetty, and Lauren McClelland. 2025's Rising Stars.
Thank you, Kathy, for that beautiful introduction. Deb Majetti, Georgianne Trummert, and myself, Laura McClelland, are honored to receive this Rising Star Award on behalf of the registered therapy teams and tech team with My Caring Paws. As I look out there, I see a lot of smiles. It doesn't surprise me because research shows that petting a dog triggers neurotransmitters, that make us feel good. There's a hormone called oxytocin, which is released and decreases cortisol levels and relieves the buildup of stress and anxiety, thus resulting in better pain management, better physical fitness, improved mental health, improved learning, raising of self-esteem, and reduced depression.
In less than a month, like Kathy said, we had to put this group together, and we did it. We needed to take the final steps to become a nonprofit 5013C organization. Thankfully, a member of our group, Robin, was involved with the Community Foundation, and she told us about it, and we immediately got in touch with them. They were so impressed with our goals and missions and what our dog therapy teams did that they thought we'd be a good part of the foundation. Whenever we enter the office, Jackie, Melody, Amy, and Sharon give us a greeting like no other in the world. They want us to be very successful, and we can feel it to our soul. So, I just have to say, we could not have done this without the Community Foundation of Carroll County, and we thank the ladies immensely.
We've added many, many facilities. We conduct quarterly orientations. We do group evaluations. We hold regular meetings. We couldn't have gotten this far without very many friends, family, donors, our leads. It really has taken a village to get this to where it's come so far. This organization to me is a dream come true. Each team is blessed with a very special dog, and our teams have agreed to share those dogs with the community. Words cannot express the gratitude that we have for the partnership with the Carroll Community Foundation. As everybody said, they provide us with the financial management of our funds, the newsletter, they've helped us with the podcast and the commercial. They truly believe in everything that we do, and we really appreciate that. So what I'd like you to do is watch this really special video for yourself, just to see a few of the places that we visit and the positive impact that Mind Caring Paws has had on the community. And following the video, we're going to have 3 team members with dogs come up and share some memorable experiences.
My Caring Paws is a nonprofit, all-volunteer organization dedicated to bringing smiles and joy to the people in our community that need it. My Caring Paws is a component fund of the Community Foundation of Carroll County. The teams are trained dogs and handlers who visit people on their own to enrich, comfort, and show unconditional love to all people. If you think about it, what it's like to see a dog when you're stressed, sick, feeling down, or simply unable to have a dog yourself, My Caring Paws volunteers gives people a slice of joy with every visit. Without a doubt, our dogs change the course of someone's day, and the handlers feel blessed to be a part of such a fulfilling venture. My Caring Paws partners with Carroll Hospital Center, visiting each day to bring joy to many patients and staff. The Cancer Center, pediatric area, ER, admitted patients love having the dogs there daily. We can be seen in libraries where children and adults relax and read to the dogs. Students are motivated to read to the dogs in schools. College students talk with and pet the dogs, providing a break from the stress of preparing for exams or entering a college campus for the first time. Time with the dogs spark conversations and memories with residents in assisted living and nursing homes. We meet people who are blind, who have dementia, who have shown little movement, and often get them to smile. There are dozens of stories to tell. We often hear them say, "The dogs were the highlight of my day," or "You have no idea how much this means to me." We provide comfort to those in hospice and a break from stressful, difficult situations for children who have to testify in court. We have participated in community events such as Wolfstock, sponsored by the Humane Society, the annual hospice fundraiser, and Clearview Animal Hospital sponsored bake sale raffle. Thanks to all our donors, the Community Foundation for the support, and to our website team of guys who has spent endless hours to support the site. To request a visit or learn more about becoming a registered pet therapy team with My Caring Paws, see our website, mycaringpaws.org, or email mycaringpaws@gmail.com.
We would just like to say we are so honored by the recognition of the Rising Star Award. As we grow, we hope to touch many more lives in the Carroll County community with our dogs. Thank you very much for having us. Thank you, Community Foundation, for believing in us.
Wow, well, I think I've heard in show business that you don't want to follow acts with kids or animals, but yet here I am. But I don't remember what do you do if you follow an animal act that has a dog that should have a saddle? So, but really, what a wonderful and beautiful thing, and let's have one more round of applause. So completely unintended on that one there, but that's all right. I'll take it. All right. So let's see. We need Jackie out here. Jackie. So one of the things that we talk about and when you go to law school is they say never ask a question that you don't know the answer to.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask some questions that I kind of know the answer to. But the Carroll Community Foundation of Carroll County, right? Yes, I knew that. See, but what exactly is it you do?
You know, John, I ask myself that every single day. We are really the legal underpinning and the support for 300 is our magic number-ish funds and scholarships here in Carroll County. Mm-hmm. I mean, at the long and short of it, that's what we do. Yeah. We support nonprofits. They come to us with an idea, and we say, yes, we would love to help you with that. Yeah. And then we come up with a plan and figure out how we're going to get it done. Yeah. And it's just a group of really caring people that I get to work with every day.
Yeah, and that's excellent. One thing I'll share is that as a local business attorney, I do have people that come to my office to set an appointment, and they come in and say, hey, I want to set up a nonprofit. And while I do like to bill my clients, I very often will say, well, go talk to Jackie first and see what the foundation can provide you, and then come back to me, we'll do some things. So the services they provide are phenomenal. So why should somebody partner with you?
One, I have an amazing team. Mm-hmm. And if you give me a second, I'd like to say thank you to them. Mm-hmm. I could not and do not do any of this without an amazing team behind me. So I need this moment to thank my office staff, Melody, Amy, Sharon. Sharon's behind the scenes. She does this. She puts up with these ideas and she brings them all to the screen. Jenna, Amy, they're all amazing. And I couldn't do it without them.
Excellent. Okay, so there's...
I also, one little thing, I can't not thank my office without thanking my daughter. Keegan, thank you. Thank you. She's really, she comes to work, she sees this every day, and she's jumped into this nonprofit world that I've thrown her right into.
Excellent, excellent. So there's the what and the why. How do you do it?
How? You come talk to us, really. We have a spot on our website where people can start a fund, and they really just tell us what their ideas are. And those ideas come across our desk, and we talk about whether there's a nonprofit purpose, and you come and meet with us, and then a year from now, you could be getting an award.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. And a year from now.
A year from now, you could be getting an award.
A year from now.
Yeah.
This could be you.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, excellent. Well, you know what it's time for now?
Time for me to walk off the stage.
And for a song.
And for a song.
Right.
And for a song.
Right. All right, let's do it. So it is my pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Monty Leister with his rendition of the We Are Carroll song.
How's it going, y'all? We are Carroll, growing strong, moving along. We are Carroll. We are where we belong. Our roots are deep, aspirations high. Together we work for good. We keep our standards high. We are Carroll. We are Carroll. We are Carroll, and we are strong. We are strong. We are strong. We are strong.
Monty for that beautiful interpretation of the new song, We Are Carroll. Very much appreciated. So that's two versions down. I am so excited that we still have two versions left of that. I can't wait to hear everybody's individual interpretation of that. So now, let's move right into our next honoree here, our next award. So our next award is the Living Legacy Award. The Living Legacy Award was created and established to honor a program of the Community Foundation that embodies a commitment to the cause, interest, or need of that program that continues to or has successfully fulfilled its mission, making a lasting impact on the community. To present the 2025 Living Legacy Award, please welcome to the stage Mr. Frank Baylor, longtime friend of our winner and board member for Carroll Food Sunday.
Good evening. I had the great good fortune to meet Ed Leister about 15 years ago. He was just recently retired, and after a very full life that you'll be hearing a lot more about in a few minutes. At a time when most of us might take a break, he decided to step up to help a 30-couple-year-old nonprofit food bank. Carroll County Food Sunday, almost completely volunteer run, was being overwhelmed by demand and underwhelmed by resources. Ed took on the board chairmanship and later became the first executive director. Ed identified problems and charted solutions with patience, passion, and constant dedicated work, and I mean constant. He led Food Sunday on a steady path that has enabled it to grow fiscally healthy and to sustain its mission. Ed retired from the Food Sunday board a few years ago, but you can find him still volunteering today. A strong, healthy community stands on a foundation of people. I see many of those building blocks here tonight, and I can tell you, though, Ed Leister is one of its cornerstones.
Good evening. I'm Judy Giesler, and my brother Monty and I are honored to be here tonight to tell you about our dad, who's been selected as the 2025 Living Legacy Award recipient. Our dad's always generous with his time to nonprofit organizations through his leadership and board service. He's always willing to lend support and help with their fundraising. He never met a stranger in his life, and could talk to anyone. They'd become friends for life. His 40-year career as a banker in Carroll County is marked with countless awards and recognitions, some of which include being honored as the 1968 Maryland Young Banker of the Year, chairing the Maryland Young Bankers Conference in 1972. He served for 4 years as a national board member for Lutheran Youth Encounter, which is a ministry organization committed to strengthening the church through the faith of its youth through captive-free music ministry teams out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. He was treasurer for several years of the Carroll County Life Underwriters Association and computerized their membership dues and rosters. In 2012, he was inducted into the Maryland Senior Citizens Hall of Fame, winning the Jerry Award. He served 2 years as president of the Carroll County Chamber of Congress. He was honored as the 2016 Carroll County Good Scout Award for his service to the community. As a founding board member and treasurer of Carroll County Children's Fund, he helped found with a local pediatrician. He supported medically needy children in Carroll County. As a founding board member of Carroll Lutheran Village Retirement Community, he served for 33 years in various roles, including the treasurer, secretary, vice president, and president. And while in his position as senior vice president of commercial lending at the bank, he financed many of the buildings you see at Carroll Lutheran Village today. He was also a founding board member and vice president of the Lutheran Village at Miller's Grant, which is in Ellicott City, Maryland. A founding member and volunteer of the Leicester Store Museum, which was in Pleasant Valley, which preserved the history of Leicester's General Store, which was run by his aunt and uncle for over 70 years. He was the financial person, along with a developer and accountant, that located and negotiated purchase of the land for Carroll Lutheran School, was instrumental in helping establish the first dialysis center in Carroll County, which greatly improved the ability of local residents to get their dialysis services closer to home. He's volunteered for 35 years and is a life member of Pleasant Valley Fire Company and their auxiliary. And during his time with Tawnytown Bank and Trust, he provided financing for their new location and building. He also served Carroll County Food Sunday for 14 years, expanding their board of directors, helping to computerize operations, and expanding fundraising to help stabilize the nonprofit, and created and served in the position of executive director. In addition, he served 10 years as the chair of the Personal Property Tax Assessment Board for Carroll County and as a member of the Senior System of Care Committee for Carroll County. He's an active member of Grace Lutheran Church, serving on the Finance Committee and the Property Committee. These are only some of the many local organizations my dad has helped over the years. He has a gift for seeing a community need and stepping in to get the right group of people together and turn that dream into a reality. We did many service activities as a family, and he's instilled in us a strong sense of service to the community. Some of my earliest memories helping were when we handed out collection canisters for the March of Dimes, delivered groceries to residents of Carroll Lutheran Village on sleds in the snow, and more recently, with our own children, redoing the waiting room at Carroll County Food Sunday to be more welcoming and include a kids' corner for children to use while waiting for their families to get food. I'd now like to turn the mic over to my brother, Monty, who's going to tell you a little more. Thank you.
Good evening, I'm Monty. I'm the funny one. Told you. All right. The true measure of a man is not what you see on the outside, but what is within his heart. True measure of the man is contained within his deep commitment he shows towards God himself, his marriage, his family, and his life. I get to tell you about that stuff, the stuff that the community doesn't see. This is my dad clowning around at my birthday party when I think I was 5 and thought bow ties were cool. His name was Jolly Jaws. And this is him clowning around in Ocean City much later in life. He and my mom love Ocean City. They had a condo at the Princess Royale. Loved walking in the ocean. It didn't matter what time of year it was, Dad was going to get his feet wet. And he loved taking my mom out, still loves taking my mom out on the town. Here they are dressed up for a special event sometime maybe during the Civil War or something. All right, they love to vacation, and they love to cruise. They love it so much they did it once. They took a cruise to Bermuda, and of course, when you cruise, you have to have matching outfits. So there you are. Loves his grandchildren, loves to make everything special and everything fun, and here he is displacing most of the water in the pool with his granddaughter. Loves to dress up for Halloween. I think we saw that a couple of pictures ago. There's my dad dressed as my mom. All right, we had a float in the first annual Westminster Electric Light Parade. And one of the things that Dad always did was made sure that we were in church, made sure that we knew the Bible, made sure that we knew about Jesus. And so we got to portray that as a family, 3 generations on a float in the Westminster Electric Light Parade. My dad loves to party. And there he is on his trip to Mexico, or at least the Mexican restaurant with a cutout you put your face in. He loves nature. Here he is camouflaging in a field of black-eyed Susans, wearing his best smile. He was always into scouting, and one of the things he loved about scouting was when they gave you a good hat. Here he is being honored in 2016 at the Carroll County Good Scout Breakfast, where he was awarded the Good Scout Award, and a good scout he is indeed. Everybody needs a good side hustle. And my dad's side hustle was driving limo, and the stories he has, the poles he backed into and the things he almost drove off of. You have to ask him sometime. He loves to make life magical for children and children of all ages. And so he portrayed Santa at the local Carroll County Farm Museum in the log cabin, and played Santa for his grandchildren. I remember that visit. We visited Santa, and we came out of there, and one of our sons looked at us and said, "It looked a lot like Papa Ed, but I'm not sure." He loves family. It is the most important thing. This is our family vacation at the beach in Ocean City, the last time all of us were together. He loves his wife more than anything, and that is the foundation of our family. Here they are celebrating their 60th wedding anniversary together. You can clap for that. And now that he is retired 4 times, he spends a lot of time at home feeding the deer, the squirrels, and the birds at his backyard bird feeders. It's the biggest squirrel I've ever seen. I want to leave you with 2 things. I want to leave you with 2 pieces of scripture that I think are near and dear to my dad's heart. 2 things that he embodies better than a lot of people that I know. To love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. And to love your neighbor as yourself. He has always tried hard to make life better for my sister and I and our families, and to make the neighborhood better in which he lives. And lastly, maybe the most important lesson that he has taught me. Husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. Ladies and gentlemen, my dad.
Who can follow that? I'm probably preaching to the choir, but I want to tell you a little bit about the Community Foundation and what they did for me. When we opened the Leicester Store Museum, the Community Foundation provided our nonprofit status. They handled our disbursements, our deposits, and they did it in a professional, manner. And over the years, I've been involved with the foundation since Audrey started it. And I've taken deposits there for Faith House Church, for Music with Monty, and now sometimes I take deposits in for Carol Singers. It's a wonderful organization, and they want to do the same thing. They want to make it better for this community, and they do it every day. They provide expertise in grant writing, professional management of assets, nonprofit status, and they do it all wonderful. So I can't say enough about the foundation. I've always believed in giving back to my community. My banking career allowed that. I had a lot of mentors that helped me. And I wouldn't be on this stage tonight if it wasn't for my wife, Becky. Because she's the one that ran the house and kept it together while I was out doing fundraising and working for all these nonprofits. The award really belongs to all the wonderful people who helped me along the way. I want to leave you with a couple things that are near and dear to my heart. Make time for things that matter in your life. I was busy, but you need to make time for things that matter in your life. Remember, your life matters. It matters to a lot of people. And above all, scatter kindness. Thank you.
All right, you gotta give me just a moment for just a slight piece of housekeeping here. I need to make a note that, let's see, try not to follow acts with kids, animal acts, and Monty Leister. All right, got that. All right.
Strike two.
Jackie,
Strike two.
Jackie,
Strike
Jackie.
two. Strike two.
Jackie.
Strike two.
All right.
My bad.
All right.
I was crying. I honestly was crying, and I had to hug Ed, so
It's all right.
it's all good.
I think everybody will excuse that. I don't see any issue with that. All right. So, more questions.
All right.
I've heard you mention a community of compassion, a COC.
Yes.
All right. Talk to me about that. What does community of compassion mean?
Okay, so a community, a nonprofit, for first and foremost, cannot be for a person or a family. It has to be for a group of people. So we were getting a lot of requests from people wanting to fundraise for family members who had catastrophic illnesses, lost their house to a fire, kids with cancer, and we couldn't help them because we can't start a nonprofit for a person. So Audrey, I have to back up to Audrey, came up with this idea that we create a community of compassion, that we run the entity, and underneath the community of compassion, we can earmark money for people in times of crisis. And it gives us a way that we can give back to our community, save everybody from doing GoFundMe, and we can handle all the tax implications for that.
That's all right.
Yeah.
All right. I like it. All right. What are, I mean, you kind of mentioned it, but how about some more concrete examples? Give me an example.
So Tanner's Touch is a great example. It started with a family their son was diagnosed with neoblastoma, and they did not understand how much financial burden would be parking, driving, going to the city every day for these cancer treatments. So Community of Compassion, their family rallied around them, and they started buying them gas cards and gift cards and things like that, and their money was 100% tax deductible, and then we turned around and got them the gas cards. Forward from that was Tanner's in full remission, is a EMT and firefighter. And they turned it into Tanner's Touch, but now they supply help to other families in the county going through similar things. They've even unfortunately paid for tombstones, things like that, but they're such a resource for the community, and they turned a situation that was just a really catastrophic situation into something positive and now put it back out into the community.
Okay, so what if, hypothetically, or non-hypothetically, some of these fine people in our community wanted to help? How can they help?
First and foremost, helping with the Legacy Fund. The Community Foundation has the Legacy Fund that's named after Audrey, and that is kind of, think of that as our reserve fund. That's kind of in a case of a rainy day, but for all of us. So that is to ensure the support of the foundation. So that's number one. Number two, donate to any of our wonderful funds that you've seen. When they're successful, we're successful. They also could start a fund. If somebody has aspirations to start their own nonprofit, they could start a fund under the Community Foundation, and the more funds that we help support and they grow, the more we grow.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you for all that.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. We have promised you 4 renditions. It's time for rendition number 3. So let's hear Job's Witness and their version of We Are Carroll.
We are Carroll, going strong, moving along. We are Carroll, this is where we all belong. Our roots are deep, aspirations to the sky. Together we will work for good to keep our standards high. We are Carroll. Sing it, girls. We are Carroll. One more time. We are Carroll, and we are strong.
Right. Thank you, Job's Witness. That was wonderful. We have done 3 of the 4. All right, our next award is for Philanthropist of the Year. Not of the day, not of the week, not of the month, but Philanthropist of the Year. This family, business, or organization or person gives generously within Carroll County. It could be monetary gifts, it could be in-kind donations, that's all considered. The donations are making a difference. These are changing lives. They're creating an environment for improvement or making another type of significant impact into the community. Nominated by the public with a final decision by the Community Foundation of Carroll County Board and staff. They've done, as I said, they've donated either monetary gifts or done in-kind contributions, and really what we're looking for is a long-lasting and tangible significant impact within Carroll County. So to present the 2025 Philanthropist of the Year Award, please welcome Mr. Scott Schwartz, Executive Director of Habitat for Humanity for Carroll County.
Thank you. Good evening. First, I would like to thank the Community Foundation of Carroll County for all the work they do and for giving us the opportunity to recognize Dave and all the other honorees here tonight. In preparation for my introduction, I reached out to several other nonprofits that Dave has worked with and asked them for a few words, 1 or 2 words that best describe him. Dedicated, giving, charitable, focused, connector, caring, passionate, and handsome. Dave asked me to add that one in. I couldn't agree more with these descriptive words, even handsome, but I added 2 more, and that's difference maker. Dave truly believes that every one of us can be difference makers, and he leads by example. Dave shares his time, his financial expertise, and generous financial support, not only to our organization, but to several others. I'd like to share with you a little bit about his philanthropy. Jeff Branch, President and CEO of Lutheran Social Ministries of Maryland, told me that Dave was one of the reasons he picked up his family and moved across the country to accept the position, because he knew he would have a partner and a leader on the board that not only understood the business, but had a passion for the organization. Dave is a current chair of the Board of Trustees for the Lutheran Social Ministries of Maryland, and he's been involved since 2010. The Dale S.S. Chambers Foundation was formed in 1997 to carry on the giving spirit of Dave's sister Sue's husband, who passed away of cancer at the age of 40. From the very beginning, Dave has been by their side, offering guidance and financial support to make it possible to serve service organizations in Baltimore and Carroll counties. Dave is a past board member at the Westminster Rescue Mission, which provides residential and outpatient recovery for those with substance use disorders. They are also Carroll County's largest food distributor to those that are faced with food insecurity. He continues to support the rescue mission financially and extends its impacts through the Grateful Place, a sober home he opened 5 years ago. In addition, Dave also supports and guides the Triangle Recovery Club, which provides meeting space for AA and other 12-step related programs. For the past 4 years, Dave has been an active member of the Habitat for Humanity of Carroll County Board and is also now our current board president. Dave has contributed more than generously to our mission and has assisted us in bringing in other effective board members. Dave played an active role in securing a $500,000 grant for us from the Carroll Foundation for the purpose to purchase and develop a parcel of land that will potentially yield over 28 affordable homes. Dave is 100% behind this endeavor and is incredibly excited about the difference these houses are going to make in the lives of so many families. How excited is he? How excited is he, you ask? Maybe you can ask better than me. Dave shared something with me not long ago, a promise, and I've been keeping it to myself until tonight. With his permission and his blessing, I can finally tell you. Dave is committed to match the Carroll Foundation grant and will contribute $100,000 to each of the first 5 builds in this program. The commitment of the Carroll Foundation and Dave Bond affirms the meaningful and purposeful work of Habitat for Humanity and strengthens our mission to build safe, reliable, and affordable housing while providing critical home repairs in Carroll County. I would be remiss, along with Dave, if we didn't tell you that you too can be a difference maker, simply by shopping, donating, and volunteering at the Restore, right here in Westminster. You would be hard-pressed to find Dave without a smile on his face. Dave enjoys a good time, but what he really enjoys is making a bad time better. Dave is empathetic to those who desire life's simple blessings: safe shelter, well-being, physical and spiritual help, and food on the table. Dave is a difference maker. Dave is handsome. He said I'd say it twice. And Dave is the Community Foundation of Carroll County We Are Carroll Awards Philanthropist of the Year.
Thank you so much, Scott. You're way too nice. I'm going to put on my list. I'm an actuary, so I don't always speak to a lot of people, but I'm not terrible at speaking. But I want to say thank you. The one thing that is clear to me is I'm part of Habitat for Humanity, but we're nothing without the great team of staff and volunteers that we have. It's pretty amazing. We have volunteers. We have a handful of volunteers that are over 1,500 hours every year that they provide to provide affordable housing. Scott pretty much said what's at hand, but we're at a really important juncture, and we're going to make sure it happens, and almost everybody in the team is on the same page. Westminster Avenue represents a whole different stage for Habitat for Humanity for Carroll County, in the sense that we've always struggled with land. This is a county that there's not a lot of free land. You might remember Habitat for Humanity really wasn't much in Baltimore until they got the Sandtown project and ultimately provided over a couple hundred homes, affordable housing for people who otherwise wouldn't have it. Westminster Avenue is our project. We're very excited about it. Hi, Marshall. We're probably a year or two. We're working with our Marshall. We're working with our, both city and county. We are in the city, obviously, and we are very determined. We definitely will get it done. I'd like to reiterate what Scott said about the Callard Foundation. Without their seed money, we couldn't have gotten started. It would have cost us years to get to where we are. And I think, good times are ahead. With that, thank you so much.
Wow, it was just excellent. And let's have one more round of applause for the clearly very, very handsome Philanthropist of the Year. All right. Yes, next award. Our next award is the BFF Award. The Community Foundation of Carroll County staff has asked its nonprofit partners to nominate the business, family, or friend that has made a positive impact on their mission. Known as the BFF Award, this business, family, or friend has gone above or beyond for a CFCC fund and in turn the community, not just making donations, but making a true difference. Not just donating time, but giving their all. They've changed lives, created an environment for improvement, or made another type of significant impact onto the community. Presenting this year's BFF Award is Matthew Ziegler, son of this year's recipient, nominated Brian Safe Haven Food Pantry and Community Resource Center in Tawnytown. Please welcome to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know my father, let me start by saying you'll never meet a retired person who's busier than him. This can include, but not limited to, going to our cabin to mow the lawn in West Virginia and cut trees, and he's already getting ready for hunting season. Working on trails, and then working on his rentals, checking in on either my brother's animals or my animals when we're out of town. This leaves one to wonder what we would do if he was bored. My brother and I thank Lillian for giving him something to do. Lord knows if he wasn't going to Brian Safe Haven helping you all the time, he'd probably be either at my brother's house or my house doing something, not necessarily with our permission. Tonight I had the privilege of introducing him not just as my father, but as the Carroll Community Foundation BFF honoree for his tireless work. When I think about his role at Brian Safe Haven, workhorse is the perfect word. He's the man behind the scene who helps everything run. He's there at least 4 times a week to pick up food. He's their go-to handyman who builds new rooms, put up shelves, or takes care of the painting. If the new freezer needs to be picked up, he does that too. In many ways, he's like our Superman. The behind-the-scenes superhero simply just gets the job done. It is my honor to introduce a not average 82-year-old, but Brian Safe Haven's own BFF, my father, Herb Ziegler. On Facebook.
Well, I'm not Superman, but I try. I'd just like to thank the Community Foundation of Carroll County, my wife, family, and the volunteers at Brian Safe Haven who all support me in the work that I do, which makes me go a little harder and make sure that things get done. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I'd just like to give a shout out to the Community Foundation of Carroll County for making Brian Safe Haven a nonprofit organization here in Tawnytown, Maryland. It is both a joy and an honor to stand before you tonight, not only as the CEO of Brian Safe Haven, but also as a mother, a grandmother, a wife, and community member. Brian Safe Haven was born out of both love and loss, founded in memory of my beloved son, Brian. His spirit continues to guide me each day, fueling my mission to build a strong and compassionate community where people can find support, dignity, and hope. At Brian Safe Haven, our mission is to foster self-sufficiency and empowerment by creating an infrastructure of assets within our community. But I must tell you, this mission would not be possible without the faithful and hard-working volunteers who are truly the backbone of our operation. We are blessed to have older and younger volunteers, those with special needs, even young people who may once felt troubled but found purpose in serving alongside of us. No matter their background, they share one common bond, a heart to help. Together, we work side by side to feed families, support individuals, and strengthen our community. Within 1 week, we are bringing in over 10,000 pounds of food that comes in starting on Monday and leaves out of there on Thursday afternoon. And tonight, I am especially proud to honor one of those volunteers, a man who embodies the spirit of service and friendship. And his name is Mr. I have to say the whole thing because the way he puts his name out there is not just Herbert Ziegler. It's Herbert H. Ziegler, Jr. Mr. Ziegler is a father, a husband, a friend, and a longtime supporter of Bronx Safe Haven. He is a man of few words, but of many actions. His strength and his selfishness often go unnoticed, but the impact he has made on my life and on this organization is nothing short but tremendous. I have watched him carry thousands of pounds of food into our pantry time and time again so that others could be fed. It is not an easy task, but he does it without hesitation because he loves this community and he believes in the power of service. Mr. Ziegler is more than a volunteer. He is family. He is someone we trust deeply, and I share this with you so that you too may know the measure of his heart and his character, his loyalty and humility, and his steadfast dedication shines through every act of kindness. So tonight, it gives me great pride for the Community Foundation to present to him the BFF Award. Herbert, I hope you have accepted it, and not just as a token of appreciation from the Community Foundation, but as a medal of honor and love from us, the Bronx Safe Haven team. We cry together, we laugh together, but at the end of the day, we are family. And from a community that is better because of you. You will always be a part of my family, and we are all forever grateful. Thank you, Mr. Herbert H. Ziegler, Jr.
And again, just, wow, there's just so much going on in this community. Can you have one more round of applause? That was excellent.
I'm here early.
You supposed to be out here?
I am supposed to be
I'm
out
not
here.
kidding. I just want to see you.
I was like,
Sorry, I just tested
You
you a
have
little
to
bit. All right. So, you know, we are our Carroll, right?
We
And
are
we need
all-
to talk about We Are All Carroll.
We
See, I can say
are
it.
all Carroll.
I can say it.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about donor support.
Donor support. Donor support is huge. And as you see, there's so many wonderful missions that we support every day that just getting involved, finding a cause that speaks to your heart, find something to do, volunteer, find something that makes you feel good, and just do it. Just do it.
Excellent, excellent. All right, let's get practical for a minute.
Okay.
Tell me exactly how. How do we do it? How do we do it?
So behind every scholarship, every program, every award ceremony is a ton of paperwork. We take care of all the paperwork for you so that you can come to us and we can support you in your mission.
So you make it easy?
We make it easy.
Okay.
We make it really easy. You know why?
Why?
Because look at all the amazing work these people do.
Yeah.
Look, supporting this wonderful group of funds and supporting the funds that we get to do at the Community Foundation every day, we get to spend time with people who really care about the community and just want to do their best. And at the end of the day, when they're partners, when we partner with them, we could never be successful without them. They are just as much a part of us as we are a part of them. And we are truly thankful that we get to do this every single day.
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah, what great work that you do enabling all these wonderful people that do their great work.
And all these great people live right here.
They do, they do, they do, because we are Carroll.
We are Carroll.
All right. You know who else knows how to do it?
I think I know.
Do you know who?
I do, but I think I'm going to let you say
Okay.
it. Yes.
The amazing, one-of-a-kind,
One of a kind.
with our 4th rendition of We Are Carroll, Mr. Billy Live.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Can y'all stand up real quick and turn the music up a little louder? Yeah, yeah. We are Carroll, we are Carroll, we are Carroll, and we... I put the lyrics on the back if y'all want to sing it with me. Going strong, it's where I belong. Check it. I was lost, but now I'm found. Swam so I ain't drown. Fake smiles to hide my frown. Not feeling no solid ground. I gotta get out this town. I'm letting my people down, but something inside of me just kept bringing me back around. Now I'm the voice of the hopeless, ready, willing, and focused. And my community foundation is where my soul is. Maybe you didn't notice, maybe you didn't care, but I threw it to share on my blood, sweat and my tears. I had to find my purpose, made it real and made it worth it. You could drop me off in any room and watch me work it. Though I'm far from perfect, they can't take it from me. I earned it, and I don't gotta cross that bridge. That's why I burned it, awarded by We Are Carroll, my baby son and my girl. We all just doing better, not us against the world. Now we got a family, deep rooted in the community. Became a rising star. There ain't nothing that they can do to me. We are Carroll. We are Carroll, and we moving on, keep it going strong, it's where I belong, yo, we are Carroll, and we moving on, keep it going strong, it's where I belong, yeah.
Thank you, Billy Live. That's the stuff, man. 4 renditions, each one as different as they could be. We actually still have one more award, and that is the Rooted in the Community Award. And what that means is that this award recognizes the success and impact of a long-standing fund of the Community Foundation of Carroll County. This award is recognized as an operation that's been at least 7 years with the Community Foundation. These founders have created and established a fund that embodies their commitment to their chosen cause, and through its mission is making a lasting impact on the community. Presenting this year's Rooted in the Community Award is Maryland State Delegate. I'm happy to welcome to the stage Mr. Christopher Boucher.
Well, good evening. It looks like I am the cleanup batter. Can we all agree that Dave Bond is handsome? Good. I must profess that when Sharon Tillman told me I was restricted to a minute and a half, I thought to myself, I'm a politician. Is that humanly possible? But I think I'm going to pull this off. Well, good evening, and thanks for taking the time out of your day to attend this award ceremony honoring outstanding members of our beloved community. I've been selected as a presenter not only as a publicly elected official, but more importantly, a friend to the next award recipients rooted in the community. I first came in contact with these community activists while serving as a Carroll County Commissioner. They share a deep commitment to the smallest and most fiscally challenged town in the county. But never once has that discouraged them from obtaining success, and it should inspire us all. Dream Big Union Bridge has stepped up under their leadership to not only draw economic commerce into the town, but bring a deeper sense of community during the holiday seasons with Christmas music and the ceremonies annually. I've had the honor to help MC these events, such as the beloved Duck Derby, a lot of fun for the family, and witness firsthand how they have united and uplifted a small town. Therefore, without further embellishment, I would like to call up to the stage to receive this most honorable award, Ms. Sherry Thompson and Brian Colossi, as the recipients of the 2025 Rooted in the Community Award. Give them a big round of applause. Let's get over here. That's a whole lot of sex in one photo.
We're going to do a little something different with this last award. I get to present and talk about the Rooted in the Community Award this year, Dream Big Union Bridge. Dream Big was founded in 2017 by Brian Colossi and Sherry Thompson. D-Bub was born from a simple but powerful vision to change the story of Union Bridge. Brian, a police officer serving the western part of Carroll County, saw the challenges that and the potential of this small town. Together with Sherry, who had deep roots in Union Bridge as well, they visited neighbors, talked to business owners, start to dream, and began to work together. Out of their first meeting, Dream Big Union Bridge was born. Over the years, D-Bub has brought joy, hope, togetherness to all the people of Union Bridge. They've hosted family-friendly events that became beloved traditions, from the rockin' New Year's Eve celebration with fireworks to the Rubber Duck Derby Festival, which, I don't know if I can say it, in this building, beat out the Peep Show this year for best nonprofit event. It grew and attracted over 1,000 people this year. They also do Christmas tree lightings, Easter egg hunts, summer ice cream socials that make the town feel like home. At the end, they have rolled up their sleeves when the community needed them, organizing cleanups, hauling away bulk trash, mulching, donating benches, mulching playgrounds, supporting veterans, and even funding an Eagle Scout project. Their work isn't flashy, but it's practical, it's heartfelt, and it has made this community better. In 2020, during the pandemic, D-Bub opened the Union Bridge gift shop, turning a vacant Main Street building into a bustling hub of 50 local vendors, a space where people could connect, shop, and reinvest in their own town. And most recently, they began working towards a farmer's market, knowing that Union Bridge has often been considered the food desert, wanting to bring healthy and affordable solutions to the citizens of Union Bridge. Their journey as a community foundation fund may come to an end at the close of this year, but right now we need to pause and recognize the seeds that they have planted. Their efforts have changed how people see Union Bridge, and their legacy will remain in every child that's laughed at your Easter egg hunt, every neighbor who has found laughs in community picnics, and every visitor who's discovered the small town charm through their work. On behalf of the Community Foundation of Carroll County, it is my honor that we have been able to support this year's 2025 Rooted in the Community Award, Dream Big Union Bridge. I was going to say, where are you?
No, I'm here.
Oh, you're here?
I'm here.
All right.
I'm almost on time.
Can you believe it's done? Can you believe we just gave that last award?
And you know the happiest person in the room right now?
Me.
You.
You, and
know,
you.
And
Sharon.
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 We're on time, Sharon.
Sharon.
Wherever she is, we're on
Sharon,
time.
thank you.
Good to see you. Yeah, and that was it. How fun, and it's always so eye-opening to me to just, I know so much good work goes on in Carroll because we are Carroll, but just to hear it and see it and be a part of it is such a blessing and a pleasure, and thank you for having me again this year.
Absolutely, thank you so very much. You know what? We have one more cool thing we get to do.
We do have one more cool thing we do. So we would like to now, in fact, I don't even think the winners know about this, do
I don't
they?
think they do, no.
They do. So we are going to welcome all the winners back to the stage, please. And Perry Odenwall, who's the, I want to get her whole title, Constituent Affairs and Outreach Liaison for Congressman Johnny Olszewski, is going to make a special presentation to all of our winners. So please, back to the stage.
Well, good evening, everyone. My name's Perry, and I'm here on behalf of Congressman Johnny Olszewski. We are so excited to be celebrating with you tonight. I am so blown away by the incredible work the Community Foundation of Carroll County does to serve and better our home. This community is one of strength, innovation, and care. The philanthropy done by this group betters our county every day. The We Are Carroll Awards is just one example of this great work. We are especially honored to be here sharing citations with each of tonight's honorees. These businesses and individuals have shown dedication to bettering lives in Carroll and strengthening our community. Folks like these show us what it means to care for your neighbors and bring our community together. The Congressman is so grateful for all of your work done by each of you. Thank you, and we are so excited to continue watching the great impact of all of you and this organization. We have brought congressional citations to each of you honorees here tonight.
Would you like help? Yep. My caring paw.
My caring paws. There, folks. Edward Leister. Dave Bond. Herbert Zeigler. Dream Big, Union Bridge. And especially the Community Foundation of Carroll County.
Oh, thank you.
This year's awards. I want to thank everybody so much for attending and for all the wonderful things that have happened. And again, at the risk of being repetitive, thanking the Community Foundation for letting me participate in this. Thank you very much, Jackie. And I guess the last very important thing we need to say is right here next year.
Next year, September 23rd, 2026.
We'll see you then to hear about all the amazing things. But wait, there's more.
There's more. One, thank you. Class of 2025, thank you so much for all your hard work you've done in this community. Thank you.
And don't run off. There are, I'm hearing, and I'm going to find out shortly, a bunch of wonderful desserts courtesy of Jeannie Bird out in the lobby. So please hang around, partake in some of that, speak to some of this year's honorees, and maybe learn a little bit about more of what they do. And we will see you next year.